Welcome back. We are wrapping up element 5 today, optimizing your surroundings. We are actually going to be doing pages 145 to 149. Can you believe this? Element 5 is going to be done. All right. So Dr. A actually talks about the importance of community throughout the entire book. And he references that we become like the 5 people that we surround ourselves with, right? And it doesn't have to be proximity, right? They don't have to be living with you. They could just be people that you talk to and share things with. So he actually encourages you to stay connected with a community of like-minded people. He says, stay connected with the Optavia community. I encourage you, stay connected with the Optavia community because it's a community of rich support, role models, knowledge, common goals. Okay. Studies show that when you're plugged into a community of support, then because if you're alone and you fail alone, right? And potentially give up. But if you're plugged into a community and you fail, you're usually encouraged and inspired and reminded that that's a temporary setback. And if you keep continuing, you'll be able to build that ability to succeed. Okay. And help can come in all different settings, right? They can range from the formal settings like behavioral groups or medical facilities, wellness programs, commercial programs, right? That involve meetings and online communities, all kinds of things. It can also come from trainers or wellness coaches or health professionals or others who specialize in helping people create health in their life. So it's not a one size fits all, but you will most likely start to notice that there are things which increase your tendency to make unhealthy choices or to make healthy choices. And it's going to be really important as you start to progress through this life book that you start taking notes, right? Take notes of what's throwing you off. There's 2 questions here that when I wrote these answers, they really meant a lot to me. So the first question was, what is your kryptonite? Do you know what your kryptonite is? I did. And I wrote, me, sugar, particularly candy. Maybe you may not be something else. Okay. And then it asked what things or places or persons have a tendency to throw you off your game. You know what I wrote? Stress and the feeling of I need a fix. Gosh, how scary is that? That's 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 something that I have to deal with, right? My fix is candy. Okay, so other distractions that have crept into our modern life that's really created this insatiable craving, right? It's our relationship with our digital devices. Yes, they provide a great benefit, right? You have this continuous connection with your family and your friends, right? But there does come a cost to our health and well-being. And it actually says in here that our attention span has dropped over the last decade from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. And it says that's shorter than a goldfish. I'd love to know how they know attention span of a goldfish, but it doesn't matter. I'm not the scientist. All I know is that what's written in here is based on facts. So this is also these electronic devices. They can be a source of stress. They decrease productivity. They can, right? Not everyone's the same, but it actually also references that they can be a source of physical illness, such as neck pain. That I get when you're constantly looking down, elevated blood pressure, and actually all out exhaustion. Seriously? Okay. Dr. A goes through a list of basic techniques, which are micro habits. You've heard that before many times. And he has that in here to help us improve our relationship with those electronic devices. I'm not going to go through it. If anybody needs a copy, if you don't have the books, let me know. And other than that, this is the conclusion of element 5. Can you believe it? So some of the main things that we learned, keystone behavior that seems to make everything fall into place is the community. It's the ability to focus. It's breathing through challenges, remember, and allowing yourself to feel the emotions. Remember when stress happens, because it will, choose to breathe. Right? Breathe through it. Providing this contingency actually allows you to have an automated response, right? That will make it easier to avoid that Go system, right? And it's actually going to allow you to make the stop, challenge, and choose almost automatic. Okay. So we are done. Element 5. Next week, we start element 6, which is actually your path to a healthy weight. Yay! I think this is what so many of us have come for. All right. So please feel free, you know the drill, like, comment on this post, share it, whatever. Hop on over to the YouTube channel called Healthy and Vibrant. I am so looking forward to seeing you as we begin our next element.